Ladies, if you ever want to know if you ever have to do a fast again, depending on how crazy you went over the weekend, you got to pee on the stick. All right. So what we like to do is kind of like throw rocks and heart our hand. So yes, it was homecoming weekend for her, and she might realize that okay, I came back because last time I checked, homecoming is never on a Monday. Homecoming stopped on Sunday.
I came back Monday.
Okay, she came back Monday, but the homecoming activity stopped Sunday. Right? So now if she gave
Yes.
herself even a day to just relax and, get her bearings back, to Tuesday, which will be today, will be the best day to dictate, okay, what do I have to do? Because some people came back from homecoming and said, hey, Trey, my stick color is pink. I'm about to do this 48-hour fast. You know what I told them? You don't got to do a fast at all.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go as crazy as you thought. I had two people today alone that told me that. Now, if Aisha comes back and says, hey, Trey, I noticed I got no color on the stick, so I'm about to go ahead and eat this grilled chicken, I'm going to say you're playing yourself. Okay? If you do the
Mm-hmm.
crime, you have to do the time, ladies. So, and that's why some people say, Trey, I cannot believe that I had this cheap weekend and I literally gained 3 to 4 pounds over the course of the weekend. And it took me the whole entire 5 to 7 days to lose that same 4 pounds. Makes sense to me. So if you ain't gonna do nothing that is going to push the envelope for you to get back in fat burning mode, you taught your body for 30 plus years to run off glucose. So once you start introducing it again and having a whole lot of margaritas and eating whatever you desire, your body's not gonna just go revert back to fat burning because you only been doing this program for 2 months. Your body's been running off glucose and you've been eating a certain type of way for 30 years. Which one is gonna win? Okay? So that's why, ladies, I don't care about the weight per se. I care about the stick color. Because now if she would have told me, hey Trey, my stick color was purple today, but I gained 4 pounds, I know it's water weight. But if she says, hey Trey, I gained 4 pounds, I got no color on the stick, I said I know she was wilding. So now if she said her stick color is pink, now you get to say, okay, based off how I feel. Do I feel like doing the fast? It could be only 24 hours. Or based off how I feel, I'm not gonna do a fast at all. Maybe I'm just gonna have a shorter window that day. All right. So remember, ladies, after, especially when you know you've been having a cheat weekend, please pee on the stick. I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, and she was like, Trey, I don't want to pee on the stick, 'cause I already know I had some crazy stuff. And I'm like, cool, but now what happens if you thought in your head you had something crazy, but then the very next day you pee on the stick and your color's still pink? That means in your head it's crazier than you think, but in all reality, it's not that deep. So now you're going to simply learn what foods you should incorporate on your cheat day, where you're essentially having your cake and not really, paying for your sins for the whole course of the week because your stick color still got color to it. So, as an example, I told one of my clients, if I have Thai food, which I love, Thai food to me is top three. I'm gonna get some pad see ew. No, it's not gonna be keto. No, it's not gonna be low carb. Get out of my face. Every single time I have my pad see ew, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, if I'm having the pad see ew too, I'm gonna have some crab wontons too. The crab ragoons things with the cream cheese inside of it. If I have that meal, I know for 100% fact the scale's going up 3 pounds. Because every single time I had it, the scale went up. And every single time I had it, my stick color disappears. Today, I was having a day, and you know what? I didn't bring no low carb tortillas with me for my Taco Tuesday place. So you know what I had? 3 tacos, the way I wanted it, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I had one margarita, cause that's what I wanted, and I'm a grown man. But every time I had my tacos with one margarita, I realized I only gained 1 pound, and I still got color on the stick every single time. So today on a random Tuesday, I will opt for this meal, Mexican, over Thai food, where now I gotta worry about, damn, I gotta do a whole lot of extra crazy stuff for me to get off these 3 pounds. Okay? So ladies, every single cheat day, every single cheat meal, especially when y'all cheating. I'd rather y'all pee on the stick more when you're cheating than you're having the same meal redundantly over and over again, then you pee on the stick. You already know what the outcome is gonna be. All right? So the whole purpose of this program is for y'all to learn I'm being more calculated with wherever I'm at. And I already know how my body responds to these meals, anyways, because of my hormones, which the stick color will show me. So, because I know that, do I care about the scale going up 3 to 4 pounds and losing no color or having no color? Or would I rather have a meal where, you know what, I'm still got some goals in mind? Maybe I got a week to, lose 3 or 4 pounds for my girls' trip 5 years later down the road. So, you know what, let me go to my favorite Mexican restaurant. Compromise. The more data you have in your body, the better outcome you will have for the rest of your life. All right. So Aisha, that was cute. I want you to put on the stick tomorrow.
I will, I promise.
All right. And I'll promise you this too. Based off how consistent I know Aisha to be, if she kind of ate clean today, she didn't have nothing processed, nothing man made, I can almost 100% guarantee her specifically that she's going to have color on the stick when she wakes up tomorrow. So you have nothing to be afraid of. 2 bad days is not going to derail 5 good days. 3 bad days will derail 4 good days. That's why we was taught the 80-20 rule. It was never a 70-30 rule. It was never a 60-40 rule. If you do 4 things right and you do the 5th thing wrong, it's not that deep. But if you have 4 good days just to cheat all of Friday and all of Saturday and all of Sunday, what we usually do on homecoming, yeah, what you did is gonna wash out what you did last week every single time. Okay.
Yeah, because it was 5 days of eating. I mean, I didn't eat crazy every day, but like I was eating stuff I don't normally eat. I was eating some wings, eating some grilled chicken, but then I was also eating, like I said, French toast and truffle fries because it's homecoming.
Right. So that's why I try to teach y'all.
And you told me that. You left me a voice memo. You ladies, he left me Trey left me a voice memo and said, enjoy yourself and don't expect to lose weight during homecoming. So I followed what you said. And I'm not mad at it.
Okay. So I just want y'all to be aware, right? That's the whole purpose. Be aware of the outcome. But if I'm not tracking, I cannot be aware of the outcome. That's why people, when they go on vacation, I don't want to check my bank account. Because you already know it's going to be lower than you want. Because you told yourself I'm going to only spend $3,000 and you end up spending 5. It's just human nature, y'all. All right. But on this program, everything that y'all doing is controlled. So if I cheat, I'm cheating intentionally. So now I would know for the rest of my life how my body's going to respond to this food. So don't be afraid. All right. Celeste, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Okay, that's good. So what you been up to?
Nothing much. Just bouncing back from the weekend per usual. So
Okay. So let's group brainstorm. So as of right now, Celeste, you don't gotta tell us the number you see on the scale. Tell
mhm.
us how many pounds away you are from your goal weight.
Goal probably say about 12.
Okay. So I already know what that number is for you then, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, better question, Celeste. What do you feel like is the main thing that could potentially cause you to not be at your goal weight now? What is the thing that you're doing redundantly every single week in your head that's like, okay, I know if I fix this, I should be there at least before Thanksgiving? What would that be for you?
Um, I guess just being more mindful on the weekends. It's not like I wow out crazy on the weekends with stuff. Sometimes it's just like literally one day, and then it causes me throughout the week to have to bounce back, and then by the end of the week I'm back at square one. That makes sense.
Okay. So, if you don't mind me asking, what was that one day this weekend? And so we can all hear what that sounds like. Tell us everything that you ate and drank from start to finish on that one bad day.
Okay, so it was probably like Saturday, and I didn't start out bad. I probably had, what did I have Saturday? I think I had like canned chicken, and then I mixed it. It was like just some mayo. I just had that. And then I did have like I made like a little Greek yogurt bowl, and I put some peanut butter, and then had like little pieces of some cake in there and fruit. I just like mixed it up because I haven't had that in a while, so that was just something I had. But then I went out to dinner with my family, and we went to like this Cajun spot. And what I got was good. So I got like it was like a kale salad, but it was like jerk chicken. So I got that, and my parents had gotten like some mac and cheese and stuff. So of course, like I had a little bit of the mac and cheese, I had some cornbread. But I did have drinks. I had wine and prosecco that night because I also went out that night. So that's what caused, I guess, that was like the worst day of the weekend, I guess.
Okay, so you knows why. I keep noticing you keep saying I guess. Why you guessing? Why you not knowing?
I know, not I guess. Sorry.
Okay, so I need us to change the framing of what we're saying as well, y'all, because this is something that Celeste's been dealing with for the past 4 weeks. So we can't be guessing anymore. We know what it is, right?
Hmm.
Because this is the same variable. If every single time on the weekend, or during the weekday, I lose 4 to 5 pounds, and then on the weekend I gain 4 to 5 pounds back, 1 plus 1 equals 2. It gotta be my weekends, right? So now
Hmm.
let's brainstorm and talk about potentially why you gained weight over the course of this one specific day that you're talking about, right? So the very first meal that you ate on this specific day was what?
Just chicken.
Ladies, I want y'all to go ahead and type an emoji and tell me how many people want to start off their day with canned chicken on a Saturday morning. Does that put a smile on anybody's face? Oh, I cannot wait to go ahead and pop open this can and have some dry ass chicken.
Wait, what?
You see what I'm saying? So ultimately, you started your day with the right intent, but you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
Because on Saturdays, ladies, the main reason why my average client doesn't lose 40 pounds in 2 months, weekends. That's why every single client I had that on the weekends, they still meal prepped, they lost 40 pounds. 80% of the time. That's why every single client that I had that lost 50 pounds in 2 months, they either fasted during the weekend or they kept the same window during the weekend. They didn't incorporate any cheat meals. But I also told them, hey, I don't think that that's the most sustainable thing. Right? So on the weekends, ladies, because we know that from Monday through Friday, we are going hard in the paint when it comes to us trying to get results. I tell y'all on the book, on the group chats, and on the calls, I want y'all to live your life, right? I want you to unbuckle your bra strap, essentially, and I'm going to allow you to kind of maneuver the way you want. But now, question is, how much are you going to allow yourself to have some of these items that you know is going to derail your progress? So she started off her day with something that's not as great. For instance, the canned chicken, good choice. That's an A+ grade. But you already know the outcome for later during the day on a Saturday. You're going to be more prone to be looking for something that you really want, right? So, as an example, I'm going to use her again, Aisha. Every single day, Aisha, at one point in time, was making pancakes. Then she realized, hey, Trey, if I only keep my pancakes for Saturday, scale don't go up as much, if at all. But I don't drop as much if I have it on a Saturday or on a Sunday. So 1 week we had an experiment, and for Monday to Friday, instead of her having pancakes, which she loves and holds dear to her heart, every single day, she had these pancakes. But guess what? She wasn't going to IHOP for these pancakes. She was making it at home. Better quality pancakes. She opted out to choosing to have these pancakes that she liked on the Saturdays. You know what happened that week? She lost 5 pounds and she stayed at 5 pounds. Because she had the thing that could potentially make her stall only on the weekends. So she framed it the right way, right? But she still had things that she wanted. So Celeste started off her day with canned chicken. Cool, good choice. But then she said right after that canned chicken, I had a yogurt bowl with what in it?
Like peanut butter, and I also put like bits of cake in it. So it was like more of a sweet thing that I kind of came up with.
Okay.
I wanted it.
So she said, I had a yogurt bowl. We all know that yogurt comes from an animal since it's dairy. So do you think I'm going to ever fight her about having a yogurt bowl? No. Right? But then she said, then I added, once again, the worst part of the meal is the additionary things you didn't have to do. I'm adding some peanut butter to it. What brand of peanut butter?
I think it's great value.
Okay, so now, ladies, this is why it's imperative for y'all to make sure sooner than later you take out everything that doesn't align with your goal outside your house. If I type in great value peanut butter, now Celeste, what was your reasoning behind adding this peanut butter? What was you
Because
telling yourself?
I like Greek yogurt with peanut butter,
Okay,
and it's not something I eat every day. So
okay.
I just had it after my first meal.
Now, is peanut butter healthy for you or no? Yes or no?
Yes. Well,
And if you had to explain to a 5-year-old why, what would you simply say?
it depending on the brand, it has healthy fats, but it's not like the best thing
Okay, and why it's not the best thing?
because of the calories, and the amount of fats that's in it as well.
Okay, so would you list peanut butter as a protein-based item or a fat-based item?
Fat base.
Okay, there we go. So Celeste knowingly knew that, hey, you know what? I like peanut butter. Therefore, I'm going to have peanut butter. But because Celeste been working with me for X amount of time, she already knows that all peanut butter, even though it's promoted as a healthy item, and it is a healthy item, these are one of the greatest things you can have if your goal is to gain weight.
Hmm.
Why, Trey? Because if you look at it, it says it got 15 grams of fat. But when people who don't know how to read a label, when they think about peanut butter, they're taught all their life that peanut butter got protein in it. But it got half the amount of protein in peanut butter than fat. So peanut butter is a fat-based product, right? And this is for 2 tablespoons. So I told my clients who come to me who's trying to gain weight, I want you to have peanut butter jelly sandwiches. All the women who naturally usually have weight issues, they say, hey, Trey, I have peanut butter with the expectation to lose weight. You're playing yourself. So now here's the thing. Am I telling Celeste to never have her peanut butter inside her yogurt? No. What I would tell Celeste to do is next time, if you like peanut butter, this one thing I want you to do. All I want you to do is go on Google and type in protein-based peanut butter near me. And you know what's going to come up? Peanut butter. And we all seen this brand before as well. What's it called? PB2.
Too, yeah.
So
I have
now
it.
she could have had the exact same thing that she wanted. And what differentiate PB2, ladies, from regular peanut butter? Peanut butter naturally is made with oil. And that's why if you let peanut butter sit at room temperature, you would realize that about a month or 2 later, you see just oil or some form of fluid on top of the peanut butter. So what they did for PB2 is they extracted that oil. Because they extracted that oil, it kept the protein inside the peanut butter, but now they took away the added fat. So now we look at the label for peanut butter on this PB2, you're going to see that it says still some fat because you cannot take away all the fat from peanut butter because peanuts or nuts in general always got fat in it. Unless we manipulate this product, it's impossible for us to take away all the fat. But what we could do is take away all the added fat. So now, guess what? It got 6 grams of protein, 5 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber. 5 minus 1 is 4. We don't care about that. 1.5 grams of fat. This is a protein-based product. for the exact same serving size, which is 2 tablespoons. So if Celeste came on this call and said, hey, I had some PB2 and I really wanted to be peanut buttery, so I added 10 tablespoons, I would say go crazy. Why? Because it's protein based. But when you say, hey, Trey, I reverted back to my old habits and I had my regular peanut butter that's just sitting in the pantry for the past 7 years and I added it with some Greek yogurt, but then you know what? I was like, you know what? Let me add some cake to it. Now I'm going to say, okay, why? Okay? So it's little things like that that makes a world of a difference. Because now she's saying this is a little snack. Once again, people only have snacks when they're hungry. Because that canned chicken didn't do nothing for her earlier that day. Right? So now she had this snack, but her snack easily got like 500, 600 calories. Easily. Especially with the real peanut butter. Especially with the added cake. So now, Celeste, where did you get the cake from?
I don't know. It was something in the fridge. So it was
you see what I'm saying, y'all?
Yeah, it's like
So-
the little zebra cake thingies, and I just like chopped it up and put it in there.
So now she freestyling. Now she living her best life, right? And here's the funny thing. Here's the irony. If Celeste was like, y'all, I had this peanut butter, I had this zebra cake, I tried to make this Frankenstein concoction, but guess what, Trey? That was the only crazy thing I had the whole entire day. Can I beat you up for that? But if you say, hey, Trey, I had this plus this, but then later during the night, I went to this Cajun restaurant, so of course I had to have some mac and cheese. And you know what? Of course I had to eat the cornbread. That's the very first thing they served to me. And yeah, by the way, I did have a couple of drinks. Celeste, what's the cardinal rule I tell y'all to do? If you're going to eat your calories, don't what?
Don't drink your calories.
If you're going to drink your calories, don't what?
Don't eat your calories.
Pick one. Pick a struggle. So like even today, for me, I had a real margarita, y'all. A real margarita at 3 o'clock. And I had 3 tacos the way I wanted, real flour tortillas. I didn't swap out nothing at all. But because I am satiated, because I had what I want earlier, I'm not going to have another drink later. I'm not going to have nothing crazy later either. Now I got to keep it cute for my very last meal of the day. But when you start off your day good, but then if you're off to the left later during the day, that is the worst thing you can do. Because ultimately, right after you have these calories that you're drinking and these foods that you're consuming, you're about to go right to sleep after that.
Mm-hmm.
Your body's going to store that. And then let me ask Celeste one last question. You went to the gym on Sunday?
I did.
And what did you do at the gym?
I did an hour incline walk.
And what else?
And then I just like did a little 5 minutes on the Stairmaster.
Okay, well,
I wanted to do that.
So she did try to burn it off, y'all, but the Celeste is not the average client. The average client is going to be like, yo, Trey, I just had this one day, and then the very next day I just try to eat regular. So she did try to make moves to get it off. But once again, we cannot outwork a bad diet. Because if y'all would have seen at one of the posts I sent last week, she said she did an hour incline walking. Let's say she went at speed 3.0, incline 10. I know for 100% fact she didn't lose or burn more than 600 calories. That's amazing though, right? But now 600 calories is only 6 tablespoons of her peanut butter. So she did all that hour walking. She is sweating. She is hustling and bustling. She is huffing and puffing. And that was literally about 3 of her drinks. Honestly, I want to say 2. So that's why, ladies, I want y'all to not compile the issue. If you're going to eat something crazy, and you know you're eating something crazy, every single drink, tequila soda. Notice how I didn't say don't have a drink at all. You're still drinking calories. You're still going to get drunk. But now I'm going to get something that I don't really give a flying F about. I'm going to get a whiskey and Diet Coke. That way I'm still socializing with my family. Everybody's probably having drinks at the table. I'm going to have a drink with y'all. But guess what? I don't like this whiskey and Diet Coke. So I'm probably only going to order 1 drink here. But I already ate some cornbread. Already ate the mac and cheese. I might as well. Compromise. Okay? So All my clients who realize the weekends always bite them in the butt after, these are the clients who always, every single weekend, Trey, I like to be in the streets and I have drinks every single time. So if you notice you are somebody who been stalling at this time or been stalling at a certain weight for X amount of time and it always so happen to come back on the weekends, try to go a week without drinking and see what happens. Just watch. Scales gonna drop every single time. And you're gonna realize, wow, I probably did have some cake or I probably did have some cornbread. I did have some mac and cheese. I didn't drink none of my calories. I stalled. But it didn't go up. I would rather y'all plan to stall over the course of the weekend versus you choosing to not have anything fun during the weekend at all. But I'd rather y'all stall during the weekend than on the weekends, y'all just living y'all best life and gaining all the weight that you just lost. Because all it takes is one day. And trust me, I would know. I used to have a pizza to myself on the weekend. And then one day I was like, you know what? I don't understand why I keep gaining my weight back. So what I did is I typed in Papa John's medium pizza pepperoni nutrition facts. Then it made sense. Oh, this is the only thing I'm eating this whole entire day. I used to order a pizza. That's the only thing I'll eat the whole entire day. And oh yeah, every single slice of pizza got 230 calories. 25 basically grams of carbs, which means I ate 200 grams of carbs in one meal. And oh yeah, by the way, with the days I'm having this pizza, I might have a margarita or two, only a margarita or two. Let me just type in margarita nutrition facts. The average margarita for 8 ounces is 200, 300 calories. 15 to 20 grams of carbs, 10 to 15 grams of sugar per margarita. And by the way, this is for 8 ounces. If you go to a restaurant, they give you 12. If you order the tall, that's 16. So that means that's 600 calories per one margarita. We're not viewing it like that though. We're just saying, oh, it's just a margarita. I'm just having fun. Okay? So alcohol is always going to stall y'all out, ladies. And that's why when we say things like, okay, we're going to homecoming, we already associate homecoming with fun. That means I'm going to eat whatever the hell I want and I'm going to drink whatever the hell I want. And that's why we always gain weight on homecoming. That's why we always gain weight on vacation. All right? So what I want y'all to try to do next time is allow yourself to have fun one time per day. If I'm a wild out for breakfast, or lunch, I cannot wild out for dinner. I'm going to order something that I want for dinner. It's just a better choice. I really want this chicken Alfredo pasta. Now I'm going to order the chicken Parmesan. You know? I'll really like the pad see ew, but you know what? Let me just order the beef and broccoli. Because I already had a couple drinks earlier that day. Compromise. That's how you save yourself from the weekend where you're not going to get discouraged after every single weekend and you're basically losing out on all your hard-earned results. That's why you can never outwork a bad diet. And that's why there's some clients who don't work out at all and they lose weight. They don't work out at all. It's all about what you are eating. Okay? If I don't spend my money, guess what? I don't have to try to get it back. The people who make a lot of money and spend a lot of money, 9 times out of 10, they have more money problems than a person who don't make a lot of money. But because they don't make a lot of money, they save a dollar or a penny more. Okay? Let's start playing more defense than offense. Offense is working out. Defense is, hey, you know what? I could tell myself not to have this right here. All right? My last question to you, Celeste. Tell me how your Sunday went.
Besides, going to the gym, I did have so my first meal, I had the rest of my, what was it? The salad I had from Saturday, because I still had more of that, because I only ate half of it. So I ate that and I boiled a couple eggs with it. So I ate that for my first meal. And then I know for my last meal, I had what was it? My dad had made ribs, so I had ribs, and then I had roasted some broccoli too to go with it. So that's what I ate.
Okay. All right. So she had a better day the very next day. Can't really say nothing about that. Okay. So good job, Celeste. All right. But let's schedule a call because once again,
Yeah,
I would love for us to be done in November.
I know. Okay.
Okay. All right. So don't beat yourself up. Um, Kim, how you doing?
Hi Trey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
Um, I'm all right. I had a you see everything you were talking about? That's me. So this weekend was a bad weekend, and I went back up a few pounds.
Okay. All right. So what made it a bad weekend? Tell us the worst day that you had.
It was on Sunday. So Sunday was kind of an emotional day. We had to visit my mother-in-law's what is it, gravesite because it was her birthday. So after that, we ended up going to eat, and then I had a drink, and then I had all the bad foods. So
Okay. Now I want you to snitch on yourself. Tell us exactly what you ate from start to finish that day, so you can hear yourself out loud.
uh, so we kind of ordered everything. What was it? I had oxtail with, but for the oxtail, I switched out the rice for veggies, so that was good. Also, I had a little bit of macaroni and cheese. I had like two bites, and then I had a drink, and then what else? I had two plantains. Um, what else? I can't remember what else. Oh, I had some sort of some sort of pudding, bread pudding cake with some other alcohol on top of it, some creamy alcohol. Um, what else? Yeah. Oh, and also fried what is it called? Fried pork pieces.
Okay. So out of everything that you named, what was the
Yeah.
worst thing that you think you had and why?
Alcohol, the pasta, the macaroni and cheese, the bread pudding. Oh, the worst out of all of them? I know you always say bread is the worst. But between bread and alcohol, which one is worse?
It depends. What type of alcohol did you have?
Gin.
Gin and what? Gin and juice.
I know there was some sweet syrup in it.
Okay. All right. So between those two, based on what you just said, which one's the worst one?
Sugar and alcohol or bread? I don't know. They're both bad.
Which
They're
one?
both high up there.
Would I rather eat your calories or drink your calories?
Eat.
Therefore, which
So
one was worse?
then, so the alcohol is worse.
Always gonna be the worst, y'all. So that's why I say to y'all, I would rather y'all have a cheat. If y'all had a trainer, not a nutritionist, every trainer will make y'all go extra crazy in the gym once you go back to that trainer, tell them that you drank alcohol versus
Right.
you telling them I had some mac and cheese. Every trainer on earth will make y'all do too much in the gym. When you tell this trainer, I had drinks this weekend. Because
Right.
even trainers know alcohol itself is going to inflame your liver, it's going to disrupt your sleep cycle,
Right.
dysregulate your circadian rhythm, and now you're going to retain water. And oh, by the way, because I had some drinks, blaming on the alcohol, like Jamie Foxx, now I'm gonna eat what the hell I want. Because all my logic goes out the window after a
Right.
drink.
Right.
So, ladies, when y'all ever we all did it. If you drink, you had experienced at one point in time, you had a drink, and your stomach just feels like a bottomless pit.
Yep.
You don't get full. So now I'm eating all these fries. Oh wow, I still got room left, and we're kind of excited because like, oh, I can eat this cookie too because it's alcohol itself. Okay, alcohol overrides everything. Alcohol inflames your brain. Okay, so that's why I want y'all. If y'all gonna treat, I would rather y'all have a whole rice and peas with some fried snapper with 5 beef patties that you drinking any alcohol. That will stall you out more than anything else. Because sooner than later, you're going to get full if you don't incorporate alcohol. Okay? So now, at any point in time, did you feel that I was getting full, but I'm still continue to eat? Or no?
Yeah. Um, the food was pretty heavy, so I ended up not eating everything. I ended up bringing food back home, but did not bring the macaroni home. I didn't bring the bad stuff home.
Okay. All right. So now, the other part I want y'all to try to do is pick one thing that you're going to cheat with, but with that one thing, eat as much as you want. So let's run it back. Let's say Celeste was like, hey, Trey, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to this Cajun restaurant, Trey. They got the world's greatest mac and cheese. You know what I'll tell you to do? I want you to eat all the mac and cheese you want. But that's the only thing you're going to order. That's crazy. Let's say Kimberly was like, hey, Trey, I also went to Chick-fil-A and I wanted to eat all the Chick-fil-A fries. You know what I would tell her to do? I want you to go to Chick-fil-A. Don't get a small fry. And then now you're over here eating some of your son's fries too. Order yourself a large fry. If you're going to cheat, do it. But I will also say get the large fry, but you better not get the large fry and the Oreo cookies and cream milkshake. Doesn't make sense. If I'm going to get the Oreo cookies and cream milkshake, I'm not going to get the large fry. Compromise and tell yourself, I'm going to allow myself to have all of this that I want, which means I'll go to the Jamaican restaurant, get the rice and peas. I'm going to allow myself to eat all the rice and peas. If I go to a Jamaican restaurant, I don't care for rice. But you know what I love? Beef patties. Curry goat patties. So honestly, when I'm being fat, I would have two. I'm going to have one beef patty, one chicken patty. Every single time. But guess what? Because I get the beef patty and chicken patty, I'm not touching none of the rice and peas. But I had what I want, so I'm happy. When you start to switch up your palate, you have something that is sweet. They have something that's savory. They have something that is umami. Because you're switching it up and you are exciting your taste buds, you're not going to get full as fast. Or you're going to be able to keep eating more than somebody who just eat one thing all the time. Why y'all think I told y'all when y'all all signed up on this program, I want y'all to have eggs and salmon. You cannot mix. Because I knew naturally if I told y'all can mix, y'all was going to start adding some extra things to it. And then you was going to probably eat 3 fillets of salmon and about 10 eggs. And now you're over there sick saying, Trey, my stomach hurts. Because you're going to just go crazy. Because you're switching it up. Because you resensitize your taste buds. But if I say you can only eat eggs, you can only eat salmon, you probably ate 4 eggs, you made 8, and then you was like, nah, I don't want this no more.
Yeah, you get annoyed. That's enough.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That's your body letting you know, and your brain letting you know, hey, this is cool and all, but we're cool. Right? Because you're actually eating real food. But once you keep switching it up and all that stuff, 9 times out of 10, you're going to eat a lot more calories, y'all. Okay? So, if she wanted the bread pudding, eat the bread pudding. If you want a bread pudding and you still want to have a drink, okay, I'm going to have the bread pudding. But my compromise now is not having a drink at all. Whiskey and Diet Coke, tequila soda with the Crystal Light, vodka soda, something I don't really care for. That's how you save yourself. Okay? All right. Thank you for sharing, Kim, but we good. You've been doing amazing this past week, but let's get back to it.
But quick question for the weekend, I want to try the whole fasting thing because I always mess up during the weekend.
What do you mean? What do you
So
want to try?
the fasting, the 2-day fasting for the weekend.
Okay. Now,
So I'll try that.
my one question to you is, do you feel like you have to do this, or you just want to do it?
I need to get to my goal, and
I
I
like
don't
that.
want to fall off. So
Okay. So what do you think I'm gonna tell you to do?
do it.
Do it.
Yep.
Do it. So once again, ladies, the 48-hour fast is the best thing you can do, period, to extend your health span and your lifespan. Your lifespan is how long you're living on this earth, Period. People who fast the most live the longest. That's why the average Muslim in the Middle East outlives any American. But your health span is how long you're living disease free. That's why you see a lot of black women in not in America, in the Caribbeans, in Africa, anywhere but America, they live till 80, 90 every single time. Because they're not eating a lot of crazy junk that we eat in America. But they don't even have that crazy junk in their home countries.
I'm about to say all the food in America is processed. They trying to kill us.
There you go.
Yes.
It makes sense. And Sade is right. So, once again, if you're having less man made foods, I've never seen a mac and cheese tree. Sounds
No.
amazing, though. I wish it was a mac and cheese tree. Never seen it, though. I've never seen Pret pudding coming out the ground ever in life. Okay? I've never seen a gin oasis either. These things, maybe I should be a little bit more mindful of. Especially my goal is to lose weight, but these things help me gain weight because everything I name is usually carbs and fat. Mac and cheese. Mac, carb, cheese, fat. Bread pudding. Bread, carb, pudding, fat. Makes sense. So why am I mad that the scale's going up when I'm telling my body to do that? All right. So now Kim says I'm gonna do a 48-hour fast. I could tell her one thing. I promise her if she does a 48-hour fast, she's gonna not only be at her lowest weight, but she's also gonna be more motivated and notice that she has even less cravings the very next week.
Sounds good.
So it's gonna start a snowball effect. That's why I had 2 clients on my program who lost 60 pounds in 60 days. You know what they did? They fasted every single weekend. You know who gave them this bright idea? Not me.
Stop, y'all. Let's do this every other weekend. Let's do this every weekend
Go
because I
ahead.
need to be back by like January. I need to be out here. Like I need to be about to
Sade
see like.
crazy. Sade's a little different, y'all. So I'm just letting y'all know she will do it. But a lot of people don't got the mindset that Sade got. But that's what I'm saying, y'all. If you know the weekends keep getting y'all, Nicole, y'all see Nicole commenting right now? Nicole was somebody was like, Trey, I'm tired of seeing this one weight over and over and over again. I'm a fast this one weekend. This one weekend she did that fast, she was locked in ever since. Now she's at a brand new weight that she haven't seen in years. Okay? But that's the sacrifice the average person is not willing to do. I don't want to fast on my weekend because it's the only time that I allow myself to kind of eat what the hell I want to eat. Because I've been going so hard from Monday to Friday. So if y'all feel like you're going too hard Monday to Friday, where you got to let loose on the weekend, guess what? Your diet is not sustainable. I could eat tacos every single Tuesday for the rest of my life. And I'll be happy. That's why I have Taco Tuesday every single Tuesday. And I'm not cheating when I swap out my tortillas. That's a compromise. Every single weekend I like to go, or every single week I like to go to a Mediterranean restaurant. Usually on Fridays. I get my garlic naan. You know why? Because I didn't have bread at all on average during the week other than Tuesday. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 90% of the time I didn't have no bread. Low carb, no bread at all. I'm going to have some low carb rice though. I might have some protein based snacks, some protein based donuts, and my Magic Spoon cereal that I have every single night. So I'm having little things that is keeping me at bay, where I don't have any cravings because I'm actually enjoying my little snacks later during the day that I'm implementing almost every single day. All right, y'all.
All right, so listen, I'm just gonna do this oxtail stew and this macaroni and cheese like compilation, and then I'm ready. We doing the fast every weekend, y'all. Like, oh, and I'm gonna have some wine too. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and then Friday we lit for the rest of this time. Like, and I got one more month on this because I told myself 90 days, and I'm kind of down like 20 something pounds, but like we'll talk about that another time.
Hold
I got
on.
like 20
Sade,
pounds. Trying
Sade. So you're telling me, Sade, come on, let's get it together now.
Thank
You
you,
want to
Nicole.
be tea in January, okay?
Okay.
And you're telling me you want to have wine, you want to have oxtail.
No.
So
I
you
said
want to put
Friday,
on 6
tomorrow.
pounds to lose 6 pounds? Get out of here.
Yeah,
Stop it.
tomorrow I'm
Stop
gonna
it.
do that.
No, we're not.
And then we're gonna start fasting on Friday.
But you're going to gain weight with that with doing that one cheat day.
She teaching
I don't
wisdom.
know.
Preach.
I gotta tell you, I think you might be wrong.
Yes, you
I think you
would.
She
Why
says
are
she
you
might be
Now I'm
wrong.
not
lying?
gonna lose any weight.
Oh
I'm not
Lord.
gonna lose any weight, but I gotta tell you, I don't
But
think I'm gonna gain
okay, so then you're gonna have to send your scale before you have that meal,
weight.
and you're
Yo,
gonna send your scale after you
but
have that
I,
crazy
I
meal
got you,
right
I
there.
got you, I got you. Now, in the event, not eating
Adding,
black
you
rice, I
adding
just had a little bit of
more,
mac and cheese.
but
Like,
you adding more fat to
Every
it.
single thing she keeps adding on top, and she
no,
don't even hear
no, no,
herself.
listen, no, sincerely, I did not eat any rice. I have not had rice. When I started this shit in September, I had not had rice since September.
And I
So
have not had rice since January.
yeah, I mean, you're a
January.
professional psychosis because I definitely would have had some rice by now, for sure. Like, and this is why I'm trying to learn all of these new ways and creative ways to make sure that I'm eating the right things. So if I eat them in moderation, I'll be straight because
Yes.
my
Okay.
problem isn't that I'm hungry. I just
Okay, Shadi, take a second. Take a second.
all
Okay.
right, I'm taking
All
a
right.
seat.
Hold on a second.
I'm ready.
I get it. I understand what you want to eat, and I'm not saying no. I get it. I understand that, right? So you're going to fast for 16 hours. So let's say you finish eating today at 6 o'clock, and
Yeah.
you're going to fast tomorrow until 12 o'clock, right?
Mhm.
And you're telling me when tomorrow comes at 12 o'clock, you're going to break your fast with mac and cheese, oxtail, and I know you're going to put gravy on that flipping mac and cheese. Let's be honest now.
Nah.
Okay, all right. Okay, whatever
The
you.
oxtail already has gravy. I don't have to.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. Are you gonna make sure that you just get oxtail only, no sauce,
No, that's dumb. I want the oxtails. I'm going to.
with the sauce?
I'm saying that I'm having a cheat meal. I'm not going to have a cheat meal. I'm going to cheat. So I'm going to have it. I'm going to get
Okay,
what I want, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to do this fast.
okay, and you're going to add. You also said you want to have black rice with it as well too.
No, I'm saying that I didn't have the black rice, so I'm really doing myself a service by just having a couple of scoops of macaroni
But
and
here's the
cheese.
funny thing, Sade. Here's the thing that basically Nicole's trying to point out to you. Would we
I know what you're doing.
would I rather have black rice or mac and cheese?
The black rice.
Oh, well, you want me to have the black? Oh shit! I will have the black rice. I would
Yeah,
have
but
the black rice
not the mac
with
and
the rice.
But
cheese.
now
But you
here's the
can't
Sade. But
have the
listen,
mac
but
and
listen to yourself.
cheese.
Why do you think me and Nicole is saying we would rather you have the black rice over mac and cheese? Logically.
Because if it's white, it's not right. If it's black, it's tight.
Cool. All right. So everybody
Yo,
got their
I'm
own
with you.
version of it. That's cool and all. But the reason why we know this is because rice comes from where, Sade?
Oh God! Hold on, say the last part.
Where do rice come from?
The whites come from sugar.
No, where do rice come from?
Oh, grain.
So where do grains come from?
The
Oh,
earth.
that came from the ground. Okay, okay, we'll take
Where
it.
do
He just
macaroni
told
noodles
us
come
he's
from?
never seen a mac and cheese tray.
I know I was being funny, but yo, I gotta show y'all this. Yo, this shit looks
Okay,
amazing.
all
Like,
right, Sade,
but
let's
I
hear
hear
me
you.
out.
All
Okay,
right,
hear me out. Hear me out.
all
Okay,
right. You're right. All right.
it's
I'm
we
ready.
about to
I get
hit.
you.
No, let's be honest here now. Let's be honest.
I'm ready.
We about to hit the holiday season,
Yeah,
right? We are
yeah.
literally
She right.
let's say 3 weeks
She
away
right.
from Thanksgiving. You prefer to have that meal now, or you prefer to have that meal on Thanksgiving? Let's be honest.
Nicole, this is you. This you. Who I'm talking to?
This is me,
All
correct?
right.
Because I told my girlfriend that's
Remember,
also on this program
you have to
that we are
remember
not
that
cheating at all.
you have to remember that some things are environmental. I just suffered a major loss. I don't give a damn about holidays right now. I'm trying to stay far the hell away from the holidays as I can. So I might take a flight to New Orleans or some shit. Now, the high probability of me getting some jambalaya from there is a high. Yeah, that might happen. But it's all proteins in there. I'm not going to do the other stuff. But believe me, you, I will not be sitting down at a table with turkeys and a whole bunch of other shit as I usually would. But I do appreciate your caution. I am premeditating what sacrifices I'm going to make. Now, I'm not going to call myself vain. I promise. So I will do what's necessary. I got y'all, but nonetheless,
But we
because Trey
can't
likes
have,
to
okay,
take
if we want to look like that, we gotta understand we cannot have the mac. Okay, you want to have the mac and cheese, fine. Give up the glass of wine then.
Thank
I'm
you.
down for that. I'm down for
Compromise.
that. I'm down for that.
I can take
Compromise.
the shot.
If you tell me, I promise you, and Trey know I will do it to you because I'm one of those that encourage my females. I'm a feminist, so I
I
encourage my
got what you
females.
want to think. They need to
Okay?
be sisters.
So if you tell me I'm gonna have the oxtail, the mac and cheese, and forget the wine, I will do that 48 hours with you.
Well, I'll do you one better. I'll say fuck the wine. I'll take some shots. I'll do the black rice, and I won't do the macaroni and cheese, and I'll sell it.
Okay, and I can go work with that as well too.
Okay. So, when do we start? Like Friday?
Well, you want to do this cheat meal? Remember, I'm not doing a cheat meal.
I mean, I don't even really think that's really a cheat meal, but
It
nonetheless,
is a cheat
we're going to
meal.
talk about it going into our task for Friday. So tomorrow is Thursday or Wednesday, right? We had a whole
Tomorrow,
day of recovery in between before Thursday and Friday. I got
to,
this.
tomorrow is Wednesday.
And
I
I started this new deal with myself with the stair climber where if you do it's like increments of what is it like three floors or something and then you increase to five. So I'm working on it. I've been doing the stair climber for 15 minutes. On top of that, I did my treadmill at a 12 incline. I lied. I did it at a 10 incline because 12 was wilding. And I was like,
okay.
my legs
So
started to fall off.
you know how to reach out to me,
I
and
know
I
I'm about
will.
to be like,
Okay,
we're about to be best friends. Like, oh,
okay.
it's a
You
group
know
thing.
how to
I
reach
feel like
out to
you're
me because
excluding other women. We're
we
supposed to
have
be her
we
together.
have reaching out to each other before. So I want you to tell me when you had the cheat meal, and like I said, I want you to
I'm
prove
gonna do
it.
you one better. I'm gonna take a picture of it. I'm gonna send it to the group because we're all a team.
Okay, that's fine. But I want you to take a picture of the scale before that cheat meal, after
Listen,
that cheat meal,
listen.
and then we're gonna do that 48 hours. And tell me if you think it was worth it having that cheat meal.
You're really talking to the wrong person. I'm gonna tell you
I'm
exactly if the meal was
not.
worth it.
I'm
The
not.
meal is always
I
worth
can
it.
sit. No, I am not. I'm being honest.
Listen, I'm being honest too. The meal for me is always going to be worth it. That nigga is going to love it whether it's plump, tight, or straight, or whatever the case. That's my theory on life, right? But I am doing this one for me because I want to be fabulous around for your birthday. That's not the case
Okay.
here. But I get where I know the direction you're going. I'm not going to take us away from the goal. But as a team, I'm going to take a picture of the scale
Mm,
prior to when I tear the oxtail up and all that other good stuff. And then the
right.
next day, because the next day, I'm not going to do it that day. But we'll move
No,
on.
the next day, that's when you start from the whatever time you drop the fork on this cheat meal. That's when your 48 starts.
I thought we were going to do it on Friday.
So you want to have the cheat meal, then the next day, then then you're 48 hours.
Welcome to my life, Nicole.
No,
Welcome to my life.
no, I thought that it was we're supposed to be fasting
Shawty,
every
you know,
weekend.
I tell my friend, she gives me a workout, and I'm like a little featherweight now. I weigh 193 pounds. Like, you, oh my God. It's only so much of y'all I could pull with me.
Nicole, what weight did you start off at before this program?
My start weight was 286 pounds in January, and
Yep.
I'm currently at 193
So she
pounds.
almost 100 pounds down. So, but you know what, Sade? I wanted her to say that out loud so you can hear that she's not doing this in vain. That's why she can really talk her. Excuse my French, y'all. She could talk her shit because she's
All
90
right,
pounds
so
down.
basically, I'm not eating this shit no more. All right,
But
I can't
that
stand
requires discipline, y'all. So let me go ahead and jump in. So what Nicole was saying was like, y'all, if you got a goal in mind, right? Sometimes in order for you to get something you never obtained, you got to do something you never done. So Nicole went basically essentially a whole entire year without rice. But now keep in mind that doesn't mean Nicole didn't have no cheats. She just didn't make. She said, "Hey, rice wasn't really worth it for me." So what Nicole's trying to make you understand, Sade, and for everybody else who's listening to this call, I've been saying for the past 30 minutes, compromise. And she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna compromise on having some oxtails and some mac and cheese and some black rice, and I'm gonna have a couple of wine.
it.
It's
That's
like,
not
where's the
true. You
compromise at?
guys decided to hear what you wanted to hear. I said that I had not had the black rice.
Okay, I'm gonna have the mac and cheese, which is worse than the black rice, with the
Okay,
oxtails,
but
with
now
the
that you
gravy,
guys have
and then I'm
told
gonna
me,
have some wine. Even though he just said that, make sure you have a tequila soda, or whiskey and diet coke. Yeah.
yo, no,
Yeah.
no, I'm really being serious. I do be drinking the tequila. I have not been drinking lately. How about trying not drinking at all? No, I can definitely do that. I'm not really a big drinker, but I'm just saying, instead of having the wine, I could do tequila shots. If that's the direction we were going into. But now, since you didn't talk your heavy shit, it was like, yeah, so let's this, and now you this. I'm like, all right, all right, all right, all right. Like I said, I'm here to encourage us to do
Yeah,
better. You
cause
understand?
I'm trying to have
I'm
my
here
booty
to
sitting up like
encourage.
a cup, and I'm probably not gonna have a cup booty with like drinking the cups. All right,
And y'all
okay.
want to hear the
Mhm.
funny thing about what Sade just said? She want to have her booty sitting like a cup or whatever, right? Or have a cup be able to sit on her booty. The funny thing is, all the women that y'all see on Instagram, 90% of the time, and I know we're not comparing our bodies to others, but every single woman who got that body, that real body, the one's like, wow, they look amazing, they don't drink. Period.
Exactly.
Period. But
Don't
guess
pray,
what? They're
don't
having
forget
double
your hair.
cheeseburgers, they having fries, they having mac and cheese, they having cornbread. So that's what I'm saying, ladies. Do not drink your calories. Eat your calories. If you're gonna
Okay,
drink, don't eat your calories on top of it. That's all I'm saying.
okay, all right, all
All
right.
right.
You know
So
what?
yeah.
I really appreciate this intervention. Before I did something crazy,
Don't
8
crash out,
hour
y'all.
assignment. You're
All
more
right.
than amazing. And I really appreciate these calls. They really warm up my days. I'm gonna see you guys on Thursday or like no. Like
Thursday it
because I'm
is.
Okay, so you have to let me know when we're doing this 48 hours. I'm done with you now.
wait, but is it today or like